So this first color is called Let Your Love Shine. This was from the Starlight collection, and this is a red glass fleck shimmer. It's super, super pretty. I genuinely think this is the, one of the only colors that I absolutely loved from that collection. It's very similar to some older shimmers from older holiday colors that I actually have a couple in this video that I'm going to show you in a little bit, but it's a gorgeous color. You can see at the first coat it is actually pretty opaque, so I think I'm going to get away with being able to do 2 coats of this color. So that is the first coat of Let Your Love Shine. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Let Your Love Shine, and this definitely gives the color more opacity. It kind of gets to its full opacity and deepens up the color, and the shimmer becomes more apparent as well. So this is the second coat of Let Your Love Shine by OPI. So this is going to go in the maybe pile, basically, that I have to check all the other polishes in my collection before I commit to keeping this one, because although it is very, very pretty, I know I probably have something really similar to this, at least by Zoya. So yeah, I am going to keep this in my maybe pile to compare for later. So this color is called Mauving To Manitoba. Again, I think this was from that Canadian collection that I bought a lot of colors from because it's a Canadian collection. And this one is a frosty sort of mauve color. I feel like it should have been that last group of colors that I swatched, but oh well. This one is fairly opaque in one coat, especially for the fact that it's like a frost, but it definitely needs multiple coats. So that is the first coat of Mauving To Manitoba. The second coat of Mauving To Manitoba definitely makes the color much deeper and gives it pretty much full opacity. It is very shimmery and frosty, so I'm not leaning towards keeping this one, but we'll see what it looks like after it is fully applied to the nails. So that is 2 coats of Mauving To Manitoba. So this color is going to get destashed. I think I'm actually going to give this to my mom because she loves colors like this. I just am not a super fan of the frost on my nails, and so yeah, I'm going to give this away to my mom. So this next color is called Glove You So Much. This was from the same collection that Smitten with Mittens was from, and this is a dark, shimmery, sort of blackberry red sort of color. I love this color. It's one of my favorite go-to shimmery dark reds. I said this in the last video, but I feel like in every show, the main female character always wears some sort of dark shimmery red, and this is very similar to that as well. On the first coat, it is a little bit sheer, but it does build up pretty well. So that is the first coat of Glove You So Much. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Glove You So Much, and this generally for me gets it to be fully opaque. I don't get any patches or anything, and I don't ever see visible nail line after 2 coats, so I'm just going to do the 2 coats in this video. It gets a little bit darker on the nail when you do your second coat, and it just turns so vixen-y and sexy when you do that fully opaque dark shimmery red nail. So yeah, I love this color. So Glove You So Much I am actually going to keep, and that means I am going to get rid of some of the dark shimmery reds from the last video, which I believe were Royal, Raja, Ruby, and there was one more. So this one I'm going to keep, and I'm going to destash the other 2 shimmery dark reds. So this color is called Bogota Blackberry, and this color I actually purchased because I was watching some video of Elle's 5 years ago, and she mentioned it, I think, in a favorites video, and it was so pretty, so I instantly put it on my wish list. This is another shimmery red. This is a little bit lighter and a little bit more berry toned than Glove You So Much was. On the first coat, it's a little bit sheer, but it definitely builds up like the other darker reds that I've shown you so far. So that's the first coat of Bogota Blackberry. On the second coat, it definitely builds up really well. It's pretty much fully opaque and is really easy to apply. It deepens up the color a little bit like all the other darker red shimmers that I've shown you so far. It's a color, it's gorgeous. It's just a color that I always forget that I have. It kind of blends into the other reds on my shelf. So yeah, this is 2 coats of Bogota Blackberry. So this is a really gorgeous color, but I think I am going to at least put it in the maybe pile to compare. If not, I am going to destash it because again, it's a shimmery red and it's kind of hard to justify having so many shimmery reds. So that is Bogota Blackberry. So this color is called Malaga Wine, and this was another really early purchase of mine. I don't quite remember what collection it was from. This is a really slightly berry toned red cream color. I say like really berry toned because in the bottle it definitely, you can tell it's not just like a red cream. And then when you apply it to your nails, that pink tone definitely does come out again as well. On the first coat, it performs as a lot of red creams do, so it looks a little bit translucent and it's not very opaque. So yeah, that is the first coat of Malaga Wine. I go in now with the second coat of Malaga Wine, and this deepens up the color. I feel like I say that in every swatch, but it deepens up the color. It gets it to pretty much fully opaque, so I'm not going to do a third coat. And you can see how, you know, berry toned it is versus just a red tone. So that is 2 coats of Malaga Wine. So I think I am going to destash this because it reads very much like a red cream on the nail. So, you know, it sort of serves functionally as a red for me versus like a berry toned red. So I am going to put this in the destash pile. So this is called Got the Blues for Red, and it is going to be very similar to the next color that I show you. This is a blue toned red cream nail polish, which on camera is going to look very, very similar to Malaga Wine as well. On the first coat, you can just kind of see, you know, just the usual sort of pinky red base that most red creams give you. It's not super thick, it's not super thin or anything, so it's a pretty sort of average red nail polish. So that is the first coat of Got the Blues for Red. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of Got the Blues for Red, and this gets it to its full color potential, and, you know, it's a red nail polish. So yeah, that is the second coat of Got the Blues for Red. So this one I am going to destash because I know I'm going to keep the one that I'm going to show you next, which is St. Petersburgundy, and it's just my go-to red anyways. I mean, it's not a bad nail polish. It's a really dependable red nail polish, but there's nothing that's like particularly outstanding about it or particularly negatively outstanding about it. So it's just one of those, like, I need to thin out my stash and I don't need 2 blue toned red creams from OPI. So that is Got the Blues for Red from OPI. So this is St. Petersburgundy, and it is a red toned blue again, or a blue toned red again. Super similar as Got the Blues for Red. And there you go. I'm just going to do quick swatches of this because it's very easy to describe and easy to see nail polish, and there's not very much that's different from St. Peter's or from Got the Blues for Red. And yeah, so that's 1 coat of St. Peter's Burgundy. So I'm going to go in now with the second coat of St. Peter's Burgundy, and you'll see that it goes fully opaque and fully red and looks very, very similar to Got the Blues for Red. So yeah, I'm not going to go on too much about this nail polish because it's a blue toned red. It's my go-to blue toned red, and it's one of those nail polishes and colors that so many people have. So this is my go-to blue toned red again, so I am going to keep this one, even though I know there are other blue toned reds in my collection. I'll probably destash those and keep this guy. This color is called Embarcadero Ya, and this one was from the San Francisco collection. It is a sort of foily shimmer. It has a little bit of a pink tone to it. On the first coat, it does go a little bit sheer, so I think I'm going to need at least 2 to 3 coats of this. And you can see it's very, very pink compared to some of the other shimmers that I've shown you guys today. I'm going to go in now with the second coat of OPI Embarca-dare Ya, and this is in my red section because the shimmer in this does give a little bit of a red shift. It's actually fairly opaque in 2 coats, so I think I'm actually only going to need 2 coats. You can see the red tones come out a little bit more in that second coat. So yeah, that is 2 coats of OPI Embarca-dare Ya. So this is going to go in my maybe pile, and I am leaning towards keeping it because I do like that red shift that's in it. I'm not super into like foily pinks, but the red shift definitely makes it unique. So this is going to go into the maybe pile. This one is called Romance on the Moon, and this is sort of like a Coca-Cola can red sort of shimmery color. It's a very, very pretty color. I think this was one of the other ones that I really liked from that Starlight collection. And it's actually fairly red on that first coat. Some of those red nail polishes, like I showed you earlier, have that sort of pink tone to it. This has a little bit warmer of a base, and it is pretty easy to apply on the first coat. So that is Romance on the Moon. Now with the second coat of Romance on the Moon, and this gets fully opaque in 2 coats and gets very, very red, as you can see. And it's a really gorgeous sort of Christmas red color, like again the Coca-Cola red sort of color, and it's a really, really nice holiday nail polish. So that is 2 coats of Romance on the Moon. So this is also going to go in the maybe pile. I'm going to wait and see what other lighter, brighter shimmery reds that I have before I decide on destashing this or not. And this color is Smitten with Mittens, and you guys know that this is like my favorite nail polish of all time, and it's gorgeous. It is from the Holiday 2009 collection. It is a red toned, or it's a blue toned red with a gold shimmer, like micro glitter running through it, and it's gorgeous, and it's my favorite. In 1 coat, it's already pretty dark and fairly opaque, and the glitter is like really visible, as you can see. So yeah, that's 1 coat of Smitten with Mittens. I'm going to go in with the second coat of Smitten with Mittens, and this gets the polish fully opaque. It gets it a little bit darker. The glitter stands out really, really beautifully, and it's my absolute favorite. So that is 2 coats of Smitten with Mittens. So I feel like there's no point in me telling you guys if I'm going to keep it or destash it or anything, because again, it's my favorite nail polish. So here it is in all of its beautiful, glittery, gorgeous, like best holiday nail polish ever glory. So that is this week's Swatch My Stash video. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and then otherwise I will have another video next week of the next 10 nail polishes. If you guys are new to my channel, if you could subscribe, that would totally make my day. Otherwise, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys soon.